I'm Marie, and in this video, I will be making an 18th century shift using Simplicity Pattern 8579 from American Duchess. After I finished my robe a la Française, I decided to make myself a nice 18th century shift to go with it. I know, a little backwards, but I do have like another 18th century shift, but that one is more of a working woman's shift, which means it would work, but like I wanted a nice one because I needed a fine lady's shift to go under this gown that I had just completed. This project was another stash buster. I had some lovely white linen and I decided to make the shift out of that. Trying to lay out the pattern to pin it was a little difficult since I had gotten the fabric from a discount store where the pieces had already been cut. I had to figure out how to make the most of my fabric without it being like the normal way they tell you to lay it out. There were so few pattern pieces compared to the dress I had just made. It felt so weird. Because that Robe a la Française had like a million different parts. So to be working on a project that I believe only had 10 different pieces was so refreshing. Like, I knew I was going to be able to get this project done in one evening, and that was just a really good feeling. I pinned the gores together. There are 4 gores in total, but they get sewn together as a set. So 2 of the tiny gores make a giant gore, and then that giant gore gets to be inserted into the bottom of the side seams. I decided to do a double fold hem on the bottom of each sleeve. I pinned the front and the back pieces together. Then I pinned this very 18th century sleeve square insert into the bottom of the sleeve, Well, I tried to, you see. I've never actually done a sleeve like this before, so it was a learning experience. I had to try a couple of times before I actually got it pinned in right. I lined up the sleeve with the armhole to make sure they were going to match, and then I pinned the underseam of the sleeves together. And as you can see, I am still new to this sleeve insert thing, and the first way I had it pinned was not going to work. This is why pinning is so important, because it is so much easier to just unpin something rather than to seam rip it. Oh, that seam ripping. I hate seam ripping. It takes so long. I really just pinned this entire thing together, and then I sat down at my sewing machine to just sew it all. There weren't a whole lot of seams that needed to take place in this dress. There were just the shoulder seams, the side seams, which included the gores, which I am sewing here. Here I am sewing the inserts into the sleeves. So now the sleeves and the body of the shift were together separately, and then it was time for them to come together to be joined as one. So as some of you could probably tell, I have pinned my sleeves in backwards because it does not matter how long you have been sewing, you will still make mistakes when it is late at night and you are tired. I did catch this mistake before I sewed it though, which was really good, and again, why pinning is very important. And to check what you pin before you sew it. So I went back and I pinned the sleeves in the right way, with the right sides out. And then I sewed it all down. Time to hem all of the edges. For the neckline, I just did a simple single fold hem. I had to trim the corners out a bit to make sure they laid right. For the hem on the bottom of the skirt, I did a double folded hem all the way around. I really like to do a double folded hem on the bottom of dresses just because I think it gives it more weight and therefore the garment hangs better. And here you can kind of see the finished product. I really don't have that many nice photos of my underpinnings because they're always under my dresses. Imagine that! So I guess they are just about in every photo. They just, you don't get to see them. But here is a lovely photo from Jeffa Photography of myself getting ready for the Outlander Ball. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will see you next time.